what it's all about. Right,
Oh,
let's see
we're in.
how we're at.
When?
Yes, there.
You're not
Am I in?
You're not in.
Am I not in?
No, not
Yeah,
really.
I'm in.
Half your head's in.
Oh, it's because of that there white screen around it.
Yeah. Oh, it's recording all and I'm slagging everyone
I know. I'll edit that bit.
else.
Or sit you back, I love.
That's typical me. So it doesn't
Sure.
matter.
This is why I like to just do that, because you just get into the
Get
flow.
into the
Do you know what I
flow.
mean? Just thinking. So,
So,
Victoria Martin,
Yes.
not disco dancer,
Disco
ballroom disco queen.
I love
We
this.
have the disco queen here tonight, today, whatever you want to
On a
say.
Saturday night in Belfast.
Yes. Well, we'll pretend it's a Saturday night. No, you were out on Saturday night, weren't you?
I think
Carry
my
on.
sister was a disco queen.
What's
Her
she?
and Raz, yeah.
Who's worse out of the two of you?
Oh, Nadine, by far.
Oh,
Yeah, my goodness, that's not even a question. Definitely the sister.
Right. Well, your sister's definitely my bride queen.
Yes.
So
oh, yeah,
that's-
they look gorgeous.
Thank you, love.
I know,
Yes.
I've been
just
looking
for
at
the
them.
camera.
Do you ever
yes.
find that Nadine just stirs your eyebrows?
Not as much as you. Like, why is she looking? But that's why you're checking her work out. Yes, guys. So this is Victoria Martin, and I've known Victoria's sister for years, and she has been my bride queen for a long time. And I've met you obviously over the years as well,
Yes.
but I don't know you as much as I know Nadine,
Yes.
because you're always away traveling the country doing the ballroom and Latin dancing.
Yes, that's it.
And what else do you do?
At the moment, my new thing is Argentine tango.
Right.
Which-
Okay.
Has only really started maybe a year and a half,
Mm-hmm.
2 years. It sounds
Wow.
like, for me, it sounds like a tiny little bit of time, but then when you say 2 years, that's a long time.
Yeah.
But for me, as a dancer, learning something new,
Okay.
that's not that long.
Right. Okay. So it's
yeah.
kind of a short period of time
Yes.
for a new
A new,
dance.
yes,
Okay.
a new
Amazing.
subject.
Right. Well, the reason why we're having this wee conversation
Mhm.
is because I'm obsessed with personal development,
Uh-huh.
and I love to know what personal development is to other people.
Mhm.
So when I asked you to come on, you were like, yeah. And then she was like, well, actually, what is personal
What is
development?
that? Do you know what,
But-
though? It was really good when you asked me about that, because that's how you also develop, when people ask you questions.
Yes, exactly why
And
I'm
I
doing this.
actually thought,
Exactly.
and I say to my mum, I don't really think.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know how I survive the day, because I just get through it, dawdle about.
Yeah.
So when you actually asked me all these questions, I was like, they're really good ones.
Yeah.
And it
Good.
did make me think,
Good.
and it does already help.
Right.
It's just me asking myself that. Never mind helping other people.
Right,
with that.
okay. Well,
So,
happy
yes,
days. So you've
happy
already got
days.
something in
Yeah, I have indeed.
Because obviously I sent
And
the
a good cup
questions
of
across.
coffee.
You've got a gorgeous cup of coffee before you head to work. Right, well, we'll just start with the first question.
Yes.
What is personal development to you?
Okay, so
So you've had time to think about it.
to me, thank goodness. To me, it would be, I feel that, whenever you're afraid to do something, and I
Mhm.
get this often,
Okay.
whether it's in the beauty salon or
Mhm.
mostly at work, mostly when I'm on stage, or like when Vincent asked me to be his dancer as a tango dancer.
Okay.
And I think, oh my goodness, I don't even know how to do one step. I don't even know what it is. Or I think it looks easy,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually go to learn it, and it's actually very difficult.
Right, okay.
And I was
Okay.
petrified.
Right, okay.
So for me, my personal development is doing something that I am so afraid of,
All right, wow.
and it doesn't come easy.
Okay.
And when it doesn't come easy, it becomes a passion.
Wow, right.
For me, I think
Uh-huh.
a passion is something that you're not good at, and you get better at it.
Right, so that
So-
ignites the passion in it,
Yeah,
does
so
it?
I think
Right.
that's what personal development is in a scary way. But also, for example, when I do a good French at the salon,
Okay.
I'm like, yes, I nailed it today.
Brilliant.
Something that I was okay at,
Yes.
but I've got better with practice.
Brilliant. Yes.
So personal development can either be just going for it or practicing something to make it better
Amazing.
for me.
And so, for context, for the viewers, Victoria, you are a dancer on tour,
Mhm.
but then you also help in your sister's salon.
Hands on Beauty Belfast.
Hands on beauty. Okay, amazing. So, when did your journey with personal development begin?
I think, without even knowing that, at
Yeah.
a very young age,
Yeah.
because my parents took me and my sister to a dance school,
Okay.
and they realised we were actually quite good at it.
Right.
So then we would go to England,
Wow.
and as a young dancer in Belfast, I wanted to show those English ones what I could do.
Brilliant. Rivalry.
Yeah.
Rivalry.
So it became the personal development was I wanted to be better than them.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I was a competition dancer.
Right. Okay. I
So
get you.
for me, I wanted to be better than them at a young age. But when I became a teenager, I started to compete more against myself.
Right. Okay.
So I would be like, okay, but how can today I didn't dance that great.
Right.
You know, I didn't really deserve that first place.
Mm-hmm.
Or wasn't turned out nicely, or my hair wasn't that good.
Okay.
So I think I didn't know, but at the time, a young Belfast dancer wanting to be better than someone else,
Yeah.
to then becoming a teenager wanting to be better than myself.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Very
definitely.
good. Right. That's interesting.
Is it?
Yes.
Woo!
So, what are your main tools of personal development that you implement daily? Tools or elements of personal.
Well, I think first of all, my family are
Right.
definitely there. Like Nadine will be like, "Oh,
Right. Okay. Right.
Well, she doesn't do it, but I know she would do it if I. Yeah.
Well, like that kind of maybe
No, I don't know. I think family are good. For me, personal development is to be humble and proud of what you got.
I get what you mean. I know what you mean now. Sorry, yeah.
Without being
arrogant or
yes, and also it's like adapting to everyday life. Like if something doesn't go the way you would like it, you can't just throw a hissy fit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You may want to.
Even though because I worked on the ships.
Okay.
And I was really, really impatient. I was a very impatient person, and it was one of my biggest negative things. Like I would blow up.
Oh, right.
If it didn't go my way, and if I would think, "Are you stupid? Like, why can't you do that?" Or but in it, I'm talking about a dancer.
Yeah.
But on the ship, you need to work as a proper team.
Okay.
Whether it be a dancer, a waiter, the people that make the rooms, to the captain, to the officers.
Right.
The whole thing is a team. So that is also a very big personal development, is that no matter what happens, my little niece says to me, "Auntie, you always find a solution."
Wow, yes. Amazing.
Which I find is a very big compliment.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely that. Be adaptable, be prepared. It's like, even I knew it was coming today. I should have worn my sparkly outfit.
Yes, I was hoping she was.
You know what that means? I have to come back.
You have to come back, yeah. Only we're going to do it in a dance room.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. We'll do it like that. Be prepared for your work, I think, or for any situation, but not to the extent where you can't adapt and change it if something goes different.
Yes, I get you.
But still turn up prepared.
Yes, of course.
Like, don't just turn up, whatever. Hopefully. Some people work really well like that. I don't.
Yeah.
So, like, if I have to do choreography, or if I'm looking at what I'm doing in hands-on, I'll give a quick glance to the clients, what's happening, how I can, plan the day. Or with choreography, I need to know maybe the music, the type of person I'm teaching.
Okay, yeah.
The class, how long it needs to be. So at least 70% is done, and 30% I can have fun with.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, cool. So you always leave a wee bit of room for.
Oh goodness, yeah! I love. You know what? I love when things go wrong.
Yes.
I love it, like on stage when someone's hairpiece falls out, or a bit of costume falls off. I'm the first one, right? How can I get that off stage? Because rule number one, if something gets lost on stage, you have to get rid of it, because the audience looks at it.
Right, okay.
It's really weird. Like if you lost a big feather thing, everyone won't be looking at the dance. They'll be saying, "What's that on the floor?"
Oh, right, okay. Well,
so that's my aim. My aim is to get it off.
Get rid of it.
Get rid of it.
Amazing. Okay. So, what is your biggest life-changing moment or aha moment to date?
Oh goodness, I think, and I guess it's for everyone. This sounds really maybe strange, but when COVID happened,
Okay, right, yeah,
it was
okay.
like a real wake up call for
Yeah.
myself, for everyone.
Mhm.
Sounds terrible. Me and Nadine loved it.
Yeah. I must have been. He's isolated and didn't have to bother anybody apart from yourself.
Well, I
Yeah.
got my doggy.
You got your dog.
I got my doggy during
Yeah.
COVID. We live in the countryside.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
We had time for each other because the only thing was I wasn't well during that time, so I went to live with Nadine,
Right,
which
okay.
was great. She
Right.
looked after me.
Yeah.
And Mum and Dad moved into my house.
Okay.
So we were all really close within walking distance.
Nice.
Yes, and that also made me appreciate time with family.
Right, okay.
And I think that was a real whoa moment.
Yeah.
Definitely. Negative and positive. Yeah, a lot of things happened during that time that make you realise, well, things aren't as bad as what they could be.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, 100%. What is your proudest achievement to date?
It'd be buying my house.
Yeah, well, class, yeah.
Every time I go into my it's like a gypsy caravan.
Is it
you have to come up.
Oh, well, come on.
I feel all crazy here, so I do.
I know, this is like a gypsy bloody caravan.
No, it's so...
All the way trinkety stuff.
No, but whenever you walk into somewhere and you feel, oh, this is really homely.
Yeah.
Like my mum will be like, I remember I would go away on tour and I'd be home and she'd move something somewhere. She'd like transform the house while I was away.
And you notice it straight away.
That fixing this fixing.
Oh,
but it's every time I walk into my wee house, I'm so proud of it.
Good,
because as a dancer, like it's really hard to get even a mortgage.
Oh, okay. Like, you're self-employed and stuff.
And it's just money comes and goes, and that's why I thankfully have my sister that lets me work in the salon, which I love. I love very much. I do love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my proudest is definitely being able to buy a property, and it's like my little haven. Once I've been away for a long time, I just come home and I'm like, oh my God, this is so nice.
Yeah. I feel when I wake up in the morning, I just come down here and sit.
Grateful.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I'm so grateful for it. And I'm grateful that I have somewhere to sit on my own.
Yes.
Just reset yourself, before taking on your day.
Definitely. Like that is 100% that somewhere that's your own.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Nice one. Yeah. Very good. What is one golden nugget for life that you would like to share?
Oh, goodness. So there'll be times in my life where maybe a boss, someone, not my sister, by the way. No, but I would talk about the dance industry where they'll tell me something and I know I haven't done it right.
Okay.
And everyone does this. Everyone goes to say an excuse, sip it and go,
okay.
Yes. You're right.
Right, okay.
Do you ever get that where you're ready to make an excuse and you know it's your fault?
Yeah.
And I go, there's no point. He doesn't care. He does not care if my dog has, done something all over the floor and I haven't had time to post something. My boss does not care. So just suck it up and get on with it. So I think in a world where you can just get on with it and not make excuses. I find at this moment, people make excuses all the time.
Yeah.
And it's people who have terrible situations, terrible lives. But if you keep on going down that little hole and being negative about stuff and just say, right, okay, today I need to change this. I don't know how.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say, yes, okay, it's my mistake today, and I'm going to sort my crap out.
Yeah, I love
In other words, don't be a head melter.
As we say, you're being a melter.
Yeah, and I think definitely what I love about working in the salon, and I still haven't done my post for my Christmas do, is because you see the girls in the salon, they've all got kids, family, and they've got difficult situations. It's not an easy life. I'm not a parent. I'm a doggy. A mum to a doggy. And you know what? Those girls come in and there's never a word out of them.
Yeah.
And they're the most normal, easygoing, fun-loving
Yeah,
girls.
it's a great shop.
And it's a
Yeah.
great shop,
Yeah,
isn't it?
love it.
So I think surround yourself with good people.
Mm-hmm.
If there is people that want to trail you down and suck all the energy out of you, I don't mean to sound really horrible,
No,
but just tell them that,
fuck off.
basically don't surround yourself with people that won't help you along.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, so take responsibility for yourself.
Take responsibility.
And don't take other people's...
Without being too selfish about it.
No, of course.
Sometimes I'm a bit brutal. Like, Vincent would say, oh, God, Victoria.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He'd be like, oh, Victoria.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I know, but it's because no one's ever told them.
Yeah.
No one's ever said.
Well, you're doing them a favour.
Yeah, I'm doing them a favour.
Yeah. Just might feel like it at the time.
But yeah, like I would, if I was in the wrong, I know my mum, dad, and my sister, and the girls in the shop would say, Vic, come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
If people are allowed to get away with stuff all the time, that's when they...
Well, that's what happens when kids are spoiled as well, and they grow up and they've never had to actually do things for themselves, because then they don't understand when they're older.
No, and that is another part of personal development,
yeah, of course.
Isn't it? Knowing when you're wrong and sorting it out.
Yeah, amazing. So, your go-to self-help book, which is have you got one that you go to or one that you love?
I just have my family.
You just
I've got my family.
They're enough self-help.
Yeah. I got and now Vincent. Vincent's great.
Right, so tell me the crack about Vincent.
Vincent is, I've known Vincent since I was 15.
Right, okay.
And he danced with Flavia.
Right, okay.
And we used to compete against each other on Sundays, every Sunday.
Right.
In England.
Okay, and is Vincent from Northern Ireland?
No, he's Italian.
I thought that, yes. No, I know, just get right. So Vincent is a dancer as well.
Simone.
Simone, yes. And he's your dance partner in the Argentina.
Yes, Argentine tango. It was Strictly, one of Strictly.
He was on Strictly.
Yeah, and he done Get Me Out of Here. I'm a Celebrity, is that what you call it?
Right, okay.
I don't know how he survived.
Right.
Because, I don't know how he done it, but he did.
Class.
Quite well. But yeah, like him and I have a really fabulous producer, like Paul Irving. People that, how can I explain? They're good people to be around.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I've got loads of really great friends.
Yeah.
Like really good friends. I wish I could name them all now. But
I know.
You know what it's like.
Yeah, I do.
And
it's a lovely feeling.
Yeah. So with regard, I love sayings. Like, when you flick through social media.
Yeah.
I love whenever you get a saying and go, oh, that's nice. That would help someone. Or, oh, I do feel that's a good positive thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, or going out in the space, like going to the beach.
Okay.
I love the forest.
Yeah. Okay.
I love being on my own, which is really weird.
Yes. No, I share that with you because
I love the chaos, but I love being on my own.
That's why you can't say it or something
near
like that. Near it. Gemini, right? So that's why you love being away, but you really treasure your home because it's your haven. That's the way I am. Yeah,
I just love I can't Nadine makes fun of me. Like she'll do 500 things in one day. I can literally do 2 at a time.
Wow.
Like 2 things and then go to work. Too much stuff. I'm like,
overwhelmed.
I don't know. I've got worse in the old age, but you know what? I accept it.
Well,
I used to think it was a problem.
Okay.
Right. Like I used to feel, God, if I say this to Nadine, she'd be thinking, oh my, don't be so bored. But actually if I done that would ruin my day. Like it would ruin my day.
Yeah.
It would ruin my day. I need to take 3 hours to get, like I'll come here and I'll be here 10 minutes early.
Yes.
Like I'll leave 1 hour early just in case there's traffic.
I know what you mean.
Because I don't want to be stressing. I don't want when I get here. Okay, right, I need to go here. I like to take my time.
Yeah.
I like to dance. Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And I like to be on my own as well.
Right. Well, probably, where do you think that comes from, though? Do you think it comes because, the dancing world, you're always with people, you're always working the ships and all and stuff, and then
I don't
need that time away, or what do you think?
A lot of people, whenever they're constantly with people, feel the need that they always need to be with people.
Okay, yeah.
I always say sounds terrible. If I ever went to prison, I'd be grand.
Oh, I should have myself on your own. Not a big laugh as well.
Get my wee book. I love books. I love reading a book.
Do you read like what kind of fiction, non-fiction? What?
Well, I read the most stupid novel. Like I just finished it. It was like really stupid. It was like just easy. It was a bit crime, a bit this woman.
Right. Okay.
It was very killed her husband.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
It gets a bit.
You get any tips out of it?
Like all the weird grim stuff.
Right.
And then maybe I'll watch something on Netflix. It's like I'll go from one thing to the other.
Right. Okay.
But like on tour recently, we were with the Legends. So that was mayhem. My mum and dad were like, Victoria, I haven't really heard from you. I said, because I haven't got 1 second of my own.
Okay.
Not 1 second.
Yeah.
It was so much fun though.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. The girls were fabulous.
Right.
The girl dancers were fabulous. And we had the Legend boys, so all the old Strictly pros, and they were just like naughty teenagers.
Right, I'm sure. Yeah.
We had a ball.
Brilliant.
Absolute ball, yeah.
Brilliant. I'm sure you made some characters in that one.
Oh, goodness, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But they're all good eggs.
Yeah.
Most of them.
Yeah.
The ones that you think are divas are actually the most gorgeous people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely. Yeah, I had Brendan Cole making me breakfast one morning.
That's all right.
Isn't it?
Happy days. Claim to fame.
I know. Yeah, like I hadn't seen him since I was a little girl, and of course he always says, he goes, Victoria, I always get this reputation. And he is really a lovely man.
Yeah.
And I've known James Jordan, he gets the bad boy reputation as well.
Right, okay.
For being naughty, and I love his crack. He is naughty.
Brilliant.
But Vincent goes, you two together are so naughty. Brilliant. Like me and him together, me and James.
Yeah.
But that's the way we were as teenagers, so.
And I can't believe you know all these people for so long. I didn't know this.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, Strictly all happened, so it was funny. Strictly happened whenever I went to Italy. So I done Strictly Dancing with the Stars in Italy.
Right.
Well, Vincent was doing it in England.
Class,
yeah,
right?
I know.
So you had an Italian famous person?
I did.
And you were teaching him then how to that, just like the way ours is?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Did you
So
not?
you on the TV and all? Oh my God, good job. Class.
I didn't take it that serious. It was good fun.
No? Yeah, just like whatever.
Yeah, they had to accept me for what I was.
And how did you find the language barrier teaching somebody who only spoke Italian, or did they speak
English?
English?
Lived there, but I didn't really speak Italian that well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got through.
Class.
Yeah.
Nice.
I had really lovely people. Lovely
amazing.
men, yeah. Yeah, good fun.
Wow, that's
So it wasn't an effort or
yeah, okay.
No, I don't like doing anything that's too serious or too much pressure.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
No, that's so you have a nice flow is what I'm gathering.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I have
like
my moments.
Well, we all have our moments, don't we? We all have our moments. But then how did you become aware of when you were being tricky? Let's just say back in your younger years, what you said earlier.
I guess, do you know what makes me turn into an absolute beast? Is whenever you see someone with a really good talent.
Okay.
Someone that's really, really good at something.
Yeah.
But they're very lazy.
Right, okay.
Oh, that just winds me up.
Right, okay.
I'm like, oh, and it just...
A trigger for you.
I've had loads of them. I think it's because I feel that they should be grateful.
Mm.
You know? Or they get something, they get an opportunity and they don't use it.
Right, okay.
And it's not even about me. Why should I care?
No.
But it winds me up.
Yeah. But I suppose it's easy that they have a bad attitude maybe towards it, and their attitude's not right, and you're like,
I don't like a team. If you're not a team player, then you can forget about it.
Right. Yeah.
People can see it straight away when I don't get them, or I don't really like them, or terrible.
No, I love it. It's brilliant. Well, at least you're being true. Do you know what I mean? And you're just saying how you feel. And
I think it's because I always say, because I was always like dance captain or company manager to my group of dancers. And I would say to them, I'm not being mean. I just think you can do a lot more.
Yeah, okay.
You know, and if not, then you shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
It should be someone else's. Because dancers, unfortunately, there's only a certain amount of space for dancers.
Yeah, of course.
Half the time it's who you know.
Yeah.
And half the time the really good ones get left behind, and it's a shame.
Yeah.
So I get annoyed at that.
Right. Well, no, it's totally understandable.
And at the end of that, it's not even for me.
No, but it doesn't matter. You can say that that's a missed opportunity and somebody else could have got in there. And that's you and your coaching side, you know, you're
I think so. I like people to do their best.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
Amazing. What would you say has been like your biggest struggle to date?
Biggest struggle. Definitely the Sargentine tango. I'll be laughing. Oh, it's an ongoing battle. I'm starting to love it though.
Right, okay.
I'm starting to love it. I think what happened on tour, so I was asked to do Vincent's tango show, and I said, how can I do a tango show? I only do Latin. Yeah, you'll be the Latin girl. Great. So in I go. And I'm bossing everyone about as I do. Even though I haven't a clue. I haven't a clue about anything. This has to be in one. This head needs to be here. This arm needs to be there. And they must have thought, who the hell is this?
Yeah.
So then Vincent's leading lady decided to get injured at the Grand Opera House in Belfast when it was all sold out, and all my family were there. So all my family, all my friends, 4:00 in the afternoon. The show's about to start at 7:30. And she is injured.
Oh no!
Yeah, so she give us like literally an hour.
Oh shit!
But the problem is we've only got 3 girls on stage and a singer.
Right,
so one girl goes out. There's 2 girls. I'm the baddie. I'm the villain, and she's the princess. So then I have to be both.
Oh, right.
So I had to step in.
Okay.
And I had to do both characters, and it was just. Gosh. And I have to say again, I am. Although my tango teachers, Peter and Paula, God love them, they're my biggest supporters. I tell them how bad I am constantly at this Argentine, and they're like, you're not that bad. You're not bad. Yeah. But I think because at the beginning I couldn't feel it.
Okay.
It was only steps to me.
Right.
So now I'm starting to understand the feeling that's when I do it wrong, and the feeling when I do it right.
Right, okay.
So I didn't like it because I didn't know what it was supposed to feel like.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You know, I can do all that fancy tricks and all that.
Yeah.
That's no problem, but actually dancing it properly. So my biggest struggle is making this Argentine tango my own with Vincent.
Right, okay.
And I'm on tour next year as his leading lady. As his leading lady. And that is my biggest personal development that I am going to rock it. I'm going to make sure I do it 150%.
Amazing.
And actually do it not as a Latin dancer, but try as a proper Argentine tango dancer.
Right, class.
Yes, yeah. I don't want it to look like, oh, she's a Latin dancer. I don't want anyone to say, oh, but she's not a tango dancer.
Right, okay.
So I practice most days.
Right, very good. Class.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to do a bit of method acting first to help you get into the flow
oh my goodness, I had 900 people watch me, and I just totally faked it till I made it. And then the worst thing was my dress.
Excuse me.
I had to dance with the other guy straight after, so I had this outfit and it was all mesh, all fishnet.
Okay.
And instead of worrying about could I dance with Vincent, it was more so, will his belt get stuck into my costume?
Oh, fuck. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But the best thing was, so I didn't tell mum and dad, didn't I? We went and we done the first act, and then I wrote to them and I said, as you can see, the leading lady isn't here. Oh. And the ding goes, oh, F. I was like, exactly. And she wrote, well, what are you going to do in the second act? I said, let's see.
Let's see.
So we had this random, I Put a Spell on You by Annie Lennox.
Oh, okay.
Like everything's in Spanish, and then she comes on and we do a Viennese waltz just to fill in a hole. But we had to, but so many people couldn't cancel it.
Well, yeah, of course.
And I was in such a state. I was so upset.
Okay.
And Alexandra and Irene, the 2 girls, and this is another big thing. Alexandra, she really stepped in and she said, Victoria, we're doing the show no matter what.
Okay.
And normally she's quite nice and doesn't really, like I'm always sticking up for her.
Yeah.
Well, she was like, right.
Right, okay.
She got the book out and she wrote down everything we were reading. I was like this. I was like sobbing. I was in a right state.
Right.
So the roles reversed.
Yes.
Normally I'm the bossy, strong one. And so she really helped me out, her and Irene. Irene's her little singer. She wanted to even dance. I love her. And they done it for me.
Right.
They done it for me because we were in Belfast.
But, yes. Would they have cancelled the show, do you think, if it had been somewhere else? Or was it too close to the wire?
Well, I don't even know how we done it.
Yeah.
I don't, like in 1 hour we done the whole show.
Mental, isn't it?
The whole show in 1 hour. Because I had a proper storyline.
Right, okay.
you know, and it was like the villain, the mistress, who was me.
Yeah.
I love my role.
Yeah.
She's called Octavia.
Okay.
She's real badass.
Right.
And then it's about how Vincent falls in love with the nice girl, and then I come along and wreck everything.
Right. Lovely.
And I loved that. So then what happens when that leading lady disappears?
Yeah.
It was nuts. We had to make a whole new story. We had Geraldo. And the thing is, the boy, so Geraldo's Colombian. So he's like, so what do we do? What's going on? I'm like, okay, Geraldo, don't worry. Just improvise.
Oh, wow. Right.
And I'm in tears.
Oh, God.
All I wanted to do was go on the stage and take a photograph. My first time performing in Belfast. That is all I wanted to do that day.
Right. Well, obviously, the universe had a different plan for you.
Well, that's what Vincent says.
Yeah.
He did. And he goes, if we hadn't have practiced, so we'd made up the choreography for him and Paula to dance.
Okay.
But I knew the choreography, but hadn't really danced it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But exactly what you said, and that's what Vincent said. He goes, now you're going to be my leading lady, no matter how terrified you feel.
Wow.
But that's a big step for you, and it is. It really is a big step.
That was like your training ground, and you're through the deep end.
But I'm still terrified, but
you
have to do things that make you afraid.
Yeah. Definitely.
So
we talked a lot about your career and all the challenges and that. What about in the personal side? You know, have you had a big struggle in your life at a time you're like, oh, I can't overcome this at a personal level, or?
Well, I wasn't well.
Okay.
So I wasn't. I had a stroke in 2020.
Right.
Which just doesn't seem even that it happened. I was at my sister's salon.
Right.
And the whole thing, like loss of speech, numbness. I was paralyzed all down my right side. Bunkers.
I mean, I literally only found out about this like a week or so ago, and I was like, "What? Nadine?"
Did she? Yeah. I don't normally talk about it.
No, and I think it was only because we were talking about doing these wee takeovers, and then she'd say, and I was like, "What? No way!" Because I didn't even know about that.
I was lucky. I was on the Kruger Road. I could have been on a ship, and people would have been saying, "Victoria, don't be so stupid. Get up." Yeah. Because people do. They just think I'm messing about.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it all happened in 2020 in July, and the weird thing was, I was booking my camping, my sleeping bag to go on holiday with Nadine in France.
Right.
And then I stayed behind an extra 10 minutes to do that. I could have been in the car.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Wow. That's mental. And what was going through your head at that moment in time? Can you remember it?
Oh, yeah, I remember it clearly. I thought I hadn't eaten, and I just felt sick and dizzy, and then I looked up and I'd seen my face had fallen. Shit.
What's
so then I went to go, but all the girls were in because it was the old salon, all the girls were in the room. So I went to get up and I couldn't get up. So I just sort of dragged myself to my sister's room, and I couldn't even knock on the door because nothing would work. So I got the left hand, and Nadine opened the door. I'm sure she was a wee bit annoyed because it was interrupting the massage or something.
Right.
But she's seen, and then one of her clients, her little niece had TIAs, which are like mini stroke.
Yes.
She goes, or Nadine, bring the ambulance straight away.
Wow.
Because I couldn't talk even. But at the same time, this sounds ridiculous. So at the same time, because of during COVID, Joanne Clifton had been doing like a little meditation thing on a WhatsApp group.
Okay.
And I don't do yoga. I'm always hyper. But she was doing all these little things to help everyone. So with that, I was like keeping calm because I didn't want to upset my sister.
Right, yeah.
Didn't want to, because I wanted her to. The thing that annoyed me was in my head, I could tell her, don't be worrying. But I couldn't say it and I couldn't write it.
Right, okay.
So I was like, okay, so people live through this. People can think and can like understand, but they can't actually get it out. I said, imagine living your whole life like that.
I know. Yeah, it's mental.
Because people don't understand. Well, those people probably don't know anything or don't. But actually, their brains are working.
Yeah.
It's just not coming out.
Yeah.
So that was the first thing I was thinking about. Poor people that have to go through this. Then I've got Ben and Gustavo, who are two dancers that mess about all the time. I had them like little devils on my sister's shoulder saying, look at that silly old fool, she's dribbling. Right? So that made me laugh. So every time I laughed, ask Nadine, every time I laughed, my face went up.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And I could speak a little bit, and then it went. So then when the ambulance came, I was fine. I was dead calm. I was so calm.
Wow.
Because normally I'm hysterical as a person.
Right.
But then when they took me away, I got really afraid.
Okay.
Like I started crying. Like I got, because then like Nadine just disappeared and I was stuck in the ambulance. So I freaked out.
Right, okay.
But then when I got the Royal Victoria, Dr. Fearon was standing there waiting for me. That was my doctor. And it was like being in a sitcom. There was all these beautiful young doctors. Even I said, these are all gorgeous. Or they give me some really
some good drugs. She was on good drugs.
People pay a lot of money to feel like this. So I was really looked after.
Very good.
I was really, and I didn't go asleep for the whole night because I was watching the nurses, how well they looked after everyone, like their own daughters. It was nuts.
Wow.
Nuts. So thankfully I was only overnight. And I was doing the flea market in Hollywood the next day with my sister and Eva.
Oh my God, you are nice.
You see my family?
Wow, amazing.
They just tell you, give you a kick off, you go, keep going.
Class.
But that is, it's definitely, sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad because when serious things do happen, maybe we do just get on with it too much.
Yeah, okay.
But I think I needed it.
Yeah.
So then I had the operation. Another thing, I swear, I'm so lucky in life, definitely lucky. People waited 3.5 years because I had a hole in my heart.
All right.
That's
Is that
why I
what
had a
happened?
stroke.
Ah, okay.
So I'd suffered from COVID in January, really bad. Blood clots had developed, probably. Hole in the heart, up into the brain.
Oh, right.
Normally it takes 3.5 years to get that closed.
Yeah.
I got it done in 3 months.
Right.
Because I pestered the crap out of the nurse and the doctor. So I went to the private clinic and I was like, can I get this done privately? He's like, well, if you have the charity, yes. If, small fortune.
Yeah.
I felt, do you not know, I might have thousands, millions in my bank.
Yeah.
He goes, you know what I'll do? Because I was supposed to go on tour with Kevin Clifton.
Okay.
As soon as lockdown opened up. It's like, well, I can't.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't allowed to lift things.
Okay.
I wasn't allowed to, and I had another little mini stroke.
Okay.
Before
Just
I had the
throw it in
operation.
there.
So what he told me was, keep ringing the nurse every week.
Right.
And we'll get you the op as soon as possible.
Wow.
So I got it done in July, August, September, October. 3 months later.
Amazing.
And I was so excited that the doctor goes, I've never seen someone so excited to have an operation.
Wow.
I was like, buzzing.
Oh my God, yeah.
It was a hard struggle recovering though.
Yeah.
I put on a lot of weight. I couldn't really walk because it goes through your groin.
Oh, wow.
And that was actually the worst thing. I couldn't walk.
Oh God.
Like it was literally like pulling a log behind me.
Wow.
But I had Jess. I had the Jess to take me out every day. So I had to take her walk. So I had to get out.
Right. Okay.
And yeah, I would say so. October, November, December. I was on tour in January, dancing about the stage with Kevin Clifton.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Victoria, absolutely amazing. That's so class. Thank you for sharing that there.
You're welcome.
No, because that'll really help people too, because yes, we can go through all those struggles and some people either lie under it or just get up and get on with it. But also you had a big goal, I think, to work towards.
I said that to everyone. I wanted to be on stage. No one was getting my position.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I was like, no one is getting to dance with Kevin, only me.
Right.
I couldn't even make up the hill.
Wow.
I was like,
yeah.
How am I doing that? Even Dad was like, because we're so embarrassed. He goes, you can't go on stage like that.
Yeah.
I was like,
thanks.
I was like, I agree with you, Dad. I can't.
Right, okay.
I can't.
So your family's your biggest critic as well.
Yeah, oh my gosh, they're brutal.
Brilliant.
But definitely for people, no matter what, you need to have goals. So for me next year is I'm going to be Vincent Simone's leading lady. And that for me is a big responsibility and something to be super proud of.
Yeah.
I'm already planning what hair I'm going to have,
class.
what look I'm going to have.
Yeah, like, amazing.
I want my shoes a certain way. I want my dress a certain way. And that's
fabulous.
When is that? October.
Oh, so you've given me a bit to work towards that.
Yeah. Yeah. So definitely goals are a big thing for everyone out there, okay?
Amazing. And on that note, thank you so much, Victoria. I really appreciate it. It's been brilliant.
I love that. I have to be back in the sparkles.
Yes, I thought you were going to say you have to run up to get some sparkles on people's nails
tonight.
I
will. I'm off the hands on you now.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
we'll definitely be doing it again.
Yeah,
maybe we'll do it when you're on tour. Come and see you.
Yes.
So, yeah, definitely.
You'd love that. Thank you.
So guys, I just watched back the video there of Victoria and I, and it was brilliant. I really enjoyed doing that interview. I find she's a fascinating person, and I know she has so many more stories to tell, but obviously we were short on time. And I just loved how she overcame two main points really for me. Was for her taking full responsibility for herself when she was being tricky when she was younger, throwing strops and being a diva, let's just say. But she learned to overcome that and learned how to take direction and become coachable, which is something that I've had to learn as well over the years, you know, especially if, I don't know, just especially if you have insecurities and stuff, you find it very hard to be coachable sometimes. So that's a great point there, you know, just like take it on the chin and just say, right, okay, no problem, I'll do better next time. And then also overcoming the stroke. Wow, how amazing is that, you know, that she had that big, huge goal to work towards. Now, obviously, I know not everybody has that goal, but you know, it just shows that when you have something in your head that you know you have to do and it's a non-negotiable, then you can overcome so many obstacles along the way. And yeah, it just was class. I just loved listening to it. And I apologize because I keep saying, right, okay, okay. But I'm like, yeah, that's amazing. So if you keep hearing me saying, right, okay, just ignore it. I'm really enjoying doing these interviews though. And I hope that you guys are enjoying it too. Please give me some feedback because it would be much appreciated. And yeah, I'm sure the channel will grow. I hopefully will get loads more guests on as well and good topics of conversation. Chat to you soon, guys. Bye.